Alright, so here I got a battle for you guys against some dude from Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. I probably shouldn't be battling, but I really needed something to take my mind off of school and the other shit that I usually think about. So I decided I'd try to find a quick battle for you guys. Hopefully it'll be good enough to upload, and it turns out it was. So the other dude's using a Sun team. He's got the biggest threats in my team are Volcarona, even though I have a few decent checks to it. Mainly Tyranitar. I know Tyranitar can get bug buzzed, but it should be able to live a hit and scare it away with Stone Edges and stuff. And I got Landorus and Terrakion, which could both take a +1 hit depending on the hidden power he has. So I'm gonna pretty much expect him to lead off with his horse, cause my Tyranitar lead is fairly obvious. It'll do a decent job against most of his guys, cause he does have Latias, Volcarona. I guess he could possibly lead out with Roserade too. And Donphan isn't gonna like taking an Ice Beam or a Fire Blast. So I'm just gonna bring out my Landorus and see what the fuck he does. So he ends up bringing out his Donphan, which I really don't mind, even though I know he has Ice Shard. I'm pretty sure he's gonna predict me to switch out, cause staying in and taking a huge chunk from Ice Shard would be pretty stupid. But like I said, I'm pretty sure he's gonna predict me to switch and go for Stealth Rock instead, and I'm just gonna fire off a Hidden Power Ice, break it sturdy, and then just do a fuckload to it. So here I assumed he might go for Ice Shard this turn or switch out to something else, but in any case I got that gigantic threat on deck. He switches out to fucking Roserade, then he realizes he needs to get out of there. Stone Edge resisted does like 80%. That's how powerful my shit is. So he's gonna predict my Slowbro to come in, but it doesn't really matter because Slowbro's probably one of the best Terrakion checks. So he's gonna need to get out of there. I went for Psychic just because, you know, I was pretty sure he'd bring in this Roserade, and I wanted to hit it for super effective. Hit both of them for super effective, because yeah, I could go for like Scout, but even if I get a burn on that thing, it does have like Natural Cure and it resists, so whatever. Now I'm gonna predict either the Sleep Powder or the Giga Drain or Leaf Storm, whatever. So I'm gonna go into Jirachi, which looks like he's gonna be fairly useless in this game because he does have a Sun team, and I'm not gonna be able to take too many fire attacks. But I noticed that I go first with Leftovers. Tells me I'm faster, so I'm just gonna go ahead and Iron Head, hopefully get a flinch off on him, and then he's gonna switch out. I know this for a fact, so I'm gonna switch out my moves, go for a Body Slam, hopefully paralyze the incoming Volcarona, that way it'll become useless. But he brings in Ninetales, does not get paralyzed, so I'm gonna go into Latios, predicting some type of fire move. He ends up going for Will-O-Wisp, so that's not too bad, but I guess it could get annoying. And I really wanted my Latios around. Wait, no I didn't. I don't know. I don't even give a fuck about this Latios. It's the wrong Latios. I think I made this Latios like a year ago. So it's got like Thunder, Hidden Power, Fighting. I assumed the Hidden Power would be Fire, because most of my Latios have Hidden Power Fire, obviously. But I guess this guy has Hidden Power Fighting, because I predicted the Roserade to come in, because it was pretty obvious he's going to try to use it as death fodder. So my plan was to pretty much hit it with the Hidden Power Fire boosted by the Sun. That doesn't end up working, though. That doesn't end up working because, like I said, wrong Latios, not HP Fire, which forces me to go for a Draco Meteor here. I think I missed the first one, which allows him to get up a layer of Toxic Spikes, which will come into play later on, so whatever. I didn't really want him to bring in Volcarona because -2 Latios is pretty much setup fodder, but I do have my Landorus and my Terrakion at pretty much full health, so I know I could rely on those two to take it at this point of the game. So here he does some double switching shit. I don't know. He brings in Latias, and I'm gonna predict him to go for the Recover because I am at -1, and Latias is generally defensive, and I know they carry Recover, so I knew he would try to like Toxic Stall me and recover off all the damage I do with -2 Draco Meteor. So I went to my Tyranitar, and I'm gonna predict the Donphan to come in because I could get up my rocks here, and then he would spin him away to the Donphan. But I end up going for Ice Beam since, you know, even if he does stay in, it'll do a decent amount. And yeah, now my Tyranitar is fucking dead because that piece of shit Toxic Spikes. I'm not gonna be able to live, and he pretty much wins the weather war, so shit is not looking too good for me. I'd rather have the stand up, obviously. Here I make kind of a little misclick. I immediately go out to Terrakion, which is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to check the stats, but in the long run it doesn't matter, because I probably would have ended up going to Terrakion anyway, since I know the Latias probably only has Hidden Power Fire and Dragon Pulse, both of which won't be able to kill me, and I have a gigantic threat ready to Stone Edge anything in my way. So his Donphan is probably the only thing that might be able to take a Stone Edge, but I fucked it up turn 1 with that Hidden Power Ice, so I highly doubt its ability to live a Stone Edge, because his horse is just that fucking strong. So he's gonna fodder out his Ninetales just to win the weather, and he's gonna rapid spin as I miss the Stone Edge, which kinda sucks, because at this point I'm still a little worried about that Volcarona. I don't really know what the fuck he's gonna do, but if he gets Quiver Dances up on my Slowbro or my Jirachi or some shit, then I might get swept, because Volcarona is a threat. Anyway, he gets some leftovers damage, and he gets some leftovers health, and then I kill him off with Stone Edge. Now I had to switch though, and Latios is pretty much dead. I was highly doubting his ability to live the Stealth Rock damage. Why the fuck am I keep on saying highly doubting? Highly this, highly that. Fuck that shit. Anyway, I got Landorus out here. I know he's gonna switch out, because, you know, why the fuck would he close combat at Landorus? And I honestly did not expect a U-turn to kill, but then again, I do have Extra Belt, and most of the time I U-turn on Latias. My Landorus is Choice Scarfed, so I guess that Extra Belt really helped me out, because it did like 75% or something along those lines. So at this point, pretty much got the game in the bag. Landorus is out here like a boss. Knocked down when it KOs Volcarona, LOL. And he's got a horse left, but it doesn't really matter. Even if he gets a crit, I still got Slowbro at pretty much full health after the regenerator shit. So that's the game for today. So yeah, comment, rate, all that shit. I'm out.